yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light.
Excuse me.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane? She could dance, she could sing.
Led the big parade with 110 hornets close behind.
Mom, you do realize that parade is only in your head.
Well, I'm waiting for the choo-choo coming down the track. Well, I'm waiting for the choo-choo brings my baby back. Well, I'm waiting for the choo-choo, but choo-choo passed me by. Whoa, 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 man. Whoa, whoa.
My baby don't mess around, 'cause he loves me so, and this I know for sure. Hello? I'm sorry, I'll stop.
And even with all the doors shut, they said, "We can still hear you."
All right. You got it like this. Oh, shoot.
Ain't nobody here but us chickens. Ain't nobody here at all. You're stomping around and shaking the ground. You're kicking up an awful dust.
What are you? Wait.
There was me with my whip, and this lion who was sitting there like, and I would go, ka-chee, and then she was supposed to, and she just wouldn't do it. So in the last take, Sidney told them to take the leash off, and the lion went, and I went like this, and Sidney says that didn't happen, but it did happen.
This song has meaning for me. I am a chicken farmer. Let me start from the beginning. Yes, indeedy. Back home, I got me 5-layer pullets and a cockerel for $1 a piece. Did I tell you my girls' names? Marilyn, Rita, Eartha, Skidmore, and Fanny. Marilyn, the blonde, she's my best layer. Yes, folks, I finally found me a business where I like it when I lay an egg.
Started very young. My stepfather discovered that I had this freak singing voice, about 4 octaves. It was so high and so strong, and dogs would come for miles around, when I went up to those high notes. The first thing that comes to mind is that nobody told the producers of the movie that Salzburg in Austria has the world's 7th highest annual rainfall. I think there's going to be one beam, and we've got about 3 minutes to get this. Be ready, and then we'd all be waiting, and we would dash out and try to look very radiant and sunny and warm and so on. Those big, puffy cumulus clouds lent such a texture to the movie. The beautiful opening shot of the movie, a helicopter coming down through the trees to photograph me with my arms, as open wide as I walked this way, and the helicopter came down, filming all the time. The helicopter would come down through the trees, and it came at me sideways. The helicopter sort of came at me rather like a sort of crab, And as I made my turn, the cameraman signaled the got it. Helicopter circled around me, and the downdraft just flattened me into the grass. Now, I mean flattened. I went straight down. I really tried. I braced myself. I thought, it's not going to get me this time. And every single time I bit the dust, and I was spitting grass and mud and everything.
Who's this Istanbulian lady? She came from Istanbul. Her name was Pearl Tefkik. She bought an old second-hand coat. It was a rotten color, but she loved the buttons. Now I'm like that, a sensual person.
You know, if you want to come to Connecticut in front of the fire some night, and I'll tell you about my wedding night, you'll be on the floor for 3 hours. No, I did not mean that! No! I meant laughing on the floor.
Oh, God. I don't know how you manage it, really. Anyway.
Well, we meet, we watch television way into the night. No.
Talking about now. He's lost me.
Nobody
Does this
cares.
happen a lot? Does he just sort of go off and say things that mean nothing and have sort of non sequiturs that don't really... Anyway. Oh, taxi.
Yeah, it's a bad neighbourhood. They won't drive here.
Absolutely.
Right, so
they
you were...
tossed me out of the car as they came. Yeah, it's the great focus.
We can't stop. Good luck.
Yeah, we can't stop.
Stick to the paths.
First of all, we have the crow.
Oh,
the
yes,
big blackbirds that make that noise that sound like they're being strangled, you know. They go, and behind you, this sheep just went, bleh. So, of course, this being England, everyone's cut, sheep fainted, you know, orange fields, sheep wait.
But the songwriters tried to lift the spirits of the country with tunes like this. But the songwriters tried to lift the spirits of the country with tunes like this. Sorry, I got my lyrics all wrong.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you something. Won't you? Oh man, I can't.
I love crumpets and some tea.
Some chicken. What did I say? Chicken?
Oh, I'm a mite. Down under, I'm going to the Bobby.
Oh.
I'll get that.
my speech.
No, it's your speech there. Okay. Short speech. It's really...
What about your charming fake laugh?
That doesn't compare to your fake laugh with a... Oh, that's a good one, Greg. That's good.
God, I wish I was dead.
Night, my little apple strudels.
Do you have another idea maybe on something besides apple strudels?
Good night, my little bubblers, my little daffodils, my little cabbages, my little Staubzucker.
That's great. That's great.